Hi guys, it's Dr. Lauren from Vital Health Chiropractic in Lara, and today I want to reach out to our parents out there and talk a little bit about sensory sensitivity. So you might be wondering, what is sensory sensitivity, or its proper name, which is sensory processing disorder. So these are the children that we see that are really irritated through the information they receive in their senses. So they might have sensitivity to food and textures and strong flavors. They might get irritated by the tags on their clothing and can't stand certain materials on their skin. They might not like people kind of touching or massaging them. They have some sensitivity to different outdoor textures, so don't like being dirty or being on the dirt or sand or that scratchy grass. So if this is sounding like a child of yours or a child you know, they might have a sensory processing disorder. And so there are some things that can help, but being very aware is the number one step in helping your child. So stay tuned for some more information. So if you're still here now, it tells me that potentially you have or know a child that has a sensory processing issue. So what is this exactly? So for some children, the messages that come in via our senses, so hearing, sight, taste, etc., the messages almost get like a bit of a traffic jam, and their body isn't quite able to process and regulate those sensations. So it means for some of these children that they get that sensitivity to what we mentioned before, different textures, flavors, light and sound are big ones also. And their system then gets sent into a bit of chaos, and they just don't thrive in their world as well. It means that for some parents, when you're watching these kids, you're going, well, your brother or sister isn't like that. The other kids are fine on the sand. What's your problem? You're just being a little bit precious. The reality is they're not being precious at all. It is the way that their nervous system is taking that information and processing it. So there are some great things that we can do to support this sensory sensitivity. And the biggest ones that we would suggest with the children and the families that we see is one, to start with decreasing some of those stimulants. So for the children that are really wound up by school or busyness or big events and functions, then it's important to consider having some downtime both before and after these events. So it's quiet time, it's getting the screens off. That can be a hard one, but decreasing the lights and sounds within the house are really helpful to kind of decrease the amount of information that the brain is having to process about what's going on. So, draw the blinds on a hot day, put some lamps on at nighttime instead, and really limit their screen time, or even consider having the volume really low and making sure they're sitting quite a way back from the screen. So that helps decrease the amount, as I said, of stimulation their nervous system gets. So that's number one. The second one that we love and that children love is what we call deep pressure massage. And what this is it's a squeezing pressure, so firm pressure through the arms and legs. So start at the shoulder and squeeze all the way down towards the hand, and do that a few times each side, then the other side, then to the legs, and just help to calm your child's body down. They love it, and it's not overstimulating like the normal oily massages are. So we would recommend trying that before bedtime, or even if you're having that little afternoon chill time, then doing it at that stage is perfect as well, just to help them wind back down. The final one that we would suggest, and to be honest, children are way more receptive about this than adults often are, is meditation. So when you have that quiet downtime and you're decreasing the lights and the sounds, the screens are off, it's all quiet and calm, have a lie down, do their pressure massage through their arms and legs and their torso even, and then do a meditation. Now, a meditation can be vast and varied. So it might be for you guys 1 minute of really deep breathing, or you might choose to use a guided app on your phone There are a couple that we love. Headspace is a great one, and also Smiling Minds is another, where they'll actually guide you through, and you can choose how long you do the meditation. It might be anywhere from a minute to 30 minutes. That might be pushing it for some children, some will love it, but what we would suggest is starting with something nice and small just to help them calm and regulate. So we hope this is helpful for you, and just remember that if your child is showing these signs that they do have a sensory processing issue, then it's not them being naughty. Be calm, be gentle with them, and let's do some work to help calm and regulate their nervous system so that they can better integrate themselves and function within their world. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give our team a call. Our number's at the bottom of the screen, and we hope that this has been helpful for you. Bye guys.